Hello there. It's Sunday night, relatively late. As a matter of fact, this will be the last thing that I do before retiring to my sleeping chamber. This actually is my sleeping chamber. This is my room. This is where I live. This is where I sleep. This is where I read my Bible. It's where I shoot most of my videos. It's not nearly as dark in here as it looks right now because, I just don't have all the professional lights set up and everything. I know about that. I'm not clueless. I'm not stupid. But I'm still just waiting for that. Don't you just love that shadow right there? You can tell that I'm holding the phone myself and that I'm doing like a total selfie post. Once again, they all are. They all are. That's just how it works. When I deal with interior light, this is just the way that it is. I'm happy that you joined me this evening. Whoever you are, whether you're 7 viewers or 7 million viewers, it doesn't really matter. I had a wonderful day. My pastor, Pastor Bob Nichols, Calvary Cathedral International, preached on Romans 4. It's about the faith of Abraham and how it's the father of all of us who have faith in Jesus. And just a really, really powerful sermon and a really, really powerful word. And I just felt so encouraged, actually, that I just read Romans 4 and 5. If you've not read Romans, I do suggest that you check it out. It's kind of one of the most exceptional letters. They're all incredible. There's not a single letter written by Paul or anyone else. Hello? Are you there? Hello? You see me? I can't see me. I'm going to move over here. One of the most exceptional letters written by Paul. I think they're awesome. The Bible is just an incredible book, and if you haven't read it from cover to cover, you certainly should. If you have read it from cover to cover, you should read it again. And if you've read it again, you should read it again. And you should just keep on reading it for the rest of your life, because every single time that you open it, it's going to be a new book. Primarily because what you read before is going to have taken a place in your life. It's going to have done a work in your life that the next reading will build upon. It's one of the most phenomenal things that I've ever experienced in my entire life, that I could read something and be so thrilled and surprised and just have my mind blown by it. And then have the opportunity to walk that out and experience that. And then come back to the same passage a day later, or a week later, or a month later, or a year later, and it's so fresh. It's so alive. And that's only by the grace of God that these words that are written thousands of years ago and have been translated several times into several different languages all over the world could have so much life in them, because they're the Word of God. But it's only through His grace, it's only through His Spirit that they could be just so fresh and so new. I'm just so incredibly grateful and elated and just super excited about my relationship with the Lord, and that He has chosen me to be His son. And this post is really just the best that I can do right now to perform an act of worship before the Lord. And that's not really what I intended it to be. I was going to talk about Duolingo. which will still be the title of this post, I guess. I'm studying French and Spanish on Duolingo. It's the language app with a little green owl. You press the owl, choose a language, and rehearse. And picking my nose, rubbing my nose, doing all kinds of normal stuff that I would do if I didn't have a camera on me and this wasn't going over the internet. Love you too. And my French comprehension is at 56%. My Spanish comprehension is at 48%. But I don't have anybody to practice with. So, man, I'd love it if you're fluent in French or Spanish. If you leave French or Spanish comments, and I will do my very best to answer them in the said romantic language of your choosing. That's the way out of this room. Yeah, that'll be cool. I dig that. If we could just possibly internet converse in, French or Spanish if you know it. I don't know it. I'm learning it. I know more of it than I used to, and I'm happy about that. Back to Romans. Read it. Back to the Bible. Read it. Back to Jesus. Get to know him. Open up your heart to him. Seek him with all your heart. He's able to remove any and all hindrances that you might feel stand between you and him. He has already made a way. And through him, you have peace with God. Boy, that's deep. That's amazing. And that's one thing that's worth living for, isn't it? Scratching my beard, which apparently some people disapprove of. Deal with it. I'm dealing with you. So that's the end of this post. Love you. God bless you. Pray for me. I'm praying for you. Be well.